What if the idea of a top idol was never about who shines the brightest in a single moment, but about who can stay standing when the spotlight quietly shifts? In today's Chinese entertainment industry, rankings change quickly, headlines come and go, and public opinion can turn overnight. Yet every so often, a list appears that does more than stir debate. It forces audiences to pause and ask a deeper question. What does lasting influence actually look like? At first glance, the industry seems overflowing with handsome faces and rising stars. Visual appeal is everywhere, and popularity can surge almost instantly with the right role or viral moment. But as time passes, it becomes clear that surface-level success is fragile. True top-tier status demands more than attention. It requires balance, endurance, and the ability to grow alongside an ever-changing audience. Take the case of a young actor who rose rapidly over the past 2 years. His breakthrough role captured the public imagination, bringing with it admiration for both his appearance and his emotional presence on screen. For many viewers, he represented freshness and promise, a reminder of how powerful a well-cast role can be. Yet when examined through the lens of long-term influence, questions naturally emerge. A short career span means fewer works to anchor public memory. National recognition takes time, and consistency cannot be rushed. Popularity may arrive early, but depth is something that must be built slowly. Then there is the enduring appeal of classic good looks, the kind that defined an era and shaped countless first impressions. From historical dramas to modern romances, this actor's image once felt almost untouchable. Over time, however, expectations evolved. Audiences no longer wanted only familiarity. They wanted transformation. Attempts to break away from a polished persona showed courage and effort, and progress was visible. Still, uneven results left viewers divided. In an industry that increasingly values substance, inconsistency can quietly limit how far even the most recognizable face can go. Another figure represents versatility in its purest form. From the stage to the screen, from music to fashion, his presence crosses boundaries few can manage. Brands trust him, audiences follow him, and his influence extends beyond entertainment into lifestyle and culture. This kind of reach is rare, and it speaks to discipline and adaptability. Yet even here, reflection matters. Acting, especially at its highest level, demands emotional range and vulnerability. When audiences sense potential not yet fully realized, admiration often comes paired with expectation. Strength alone is not the finish line. Growth is. At the center of the discussion stands someone whose rise feels less dramatic, but far more enduring. His performances matured gradually, shaped by patience rather than urgency. Each role added another layer, another reason for viewers of different generations to connect. More importantly, his public image remained grounded. In an environment where noise is constant, restraint became a quiet strength. For many observers, this balance between craft, character, and public trust defines what it means to stand at the top. What makes these comparisons so compelling is not rivalry, but reflection. Audiences see themselves in these journeys. The excitement of early success, the challenge of reinvention, the pressure to prove one's worth, and the calm confidence that comes from perseverance. These stories resonate because they mirror real life, where progress is rarely linear and recognition is earned over time. This is why such rankings attract attention across cultures. They are not just about who leads today, but about how leadership is defined. Is it numbers, visibility, or commercial success? Or is it the quieter ability to remain relevant without losing authenticity? For many viewers, the answer lies somewhere in between. Perhaps the most important takeaway is this: popularity opens doors, but credibility keeps them open. The industry rewards those who understand that success is not a sprint, but a long-distance journey measured in trust, growth, and resilience. Trends fade, but influence rooted in substance endures. As conversations continue and opinions differ, one truth remains clear. The definition of a top idol is evolving, shaped not only by fans, but by time itself. And in that evolution, every step, every choice, and every moment of reflection matters. If you pause for a moment and look beyond the headlines, beyond the trending tags and daily rankings, you may notice something quietly unsettling about the modern entertainment industry. The spotlight moves faster than ever before, yet the standard for calling someone a top idol has never been more demanding. Fame today can be instant, but staying relevant is a far more complex test. This is not a story about who is winning right now. It is a story about why some names continue to matter long after the applause fades. At first glance, the Chinese entertainment industry feels like an endless procession of new faces. Each year brings fresh debuts, viral performances, and carefully curated images that flood screens across Asia and beyond. Good looks are abundant, talent is no longer rare, and visibility can be engineered with precision. Yet audiences, perhaps unknowingly, have become more discerning. They no longer ask only who is popular, but why that popularity exists and whether it can survive the next shift in public taste. One young actor's rise over the past few years perfectly illustrates this tension. His breakthrough role arrived at exactly the right moment, capturing the spirit of youth, bravery, and emotional intensity. Viewers were drawn to his sincerity and physical presence, and for a time, it felt as though the industry had found its next defining face. Endorsements followed, opportunities multiplied, and his name became synonymous with momentum. But momentum, while powerful, is not the same as foundation. With fewer works to look back on, public memory remains fragile. The audience senses potential, but also waits for confirmation. True influence requires repetition, endurance, and time to prove that success was not accidental. In contrast, another familiar figure represents the long-standing power of recognition. His image has been etched into popular culture for over a decade, and his face alone carries the weight of countless memories for viewers. Early roles established him as an idealized figure, admired and adored with little resistance. Over time, however, admiration evolved into expectation. Audiences wanted more than elegance. They wanted depth. Efforts to transform his screen persona revealed determination and courage, yet uneven results reminded viewers that reinvention is never guaranteed. In an era where authenticity is prized, even the most iconic appearance must be supported by consistent growth. Then there is the rare presence of an all-round performer, someone whose influence extends far beyond acting alone. Music stages, fashion weeks, competitive sports, and commercial collaborations all become part of his narrative. This versatility is not accidental. It is the result of discipline and relentless effort. Brands value him not only for visibility, but for the trust he inspires among younger audiences. Yet even such strength invites scrutiny. Acting is an art that demands emotional flexibility, and when viewers sense restraint where vulnerability could exist, they begin to ask what comes next. Admiration remains strong, but anticipation grows stronger still. Thank you for watching and sharing this moment with us. If you enjoy thoughtful stories and calm, in-depth perspectives on Asian entertainment, please consider subscribing to Star Watch now. Your support helps us continue bringing balanced, inspiring content to audiences around the world. Stay curious, stay kind, and we'll see you in the next video.